All right, Hartford, let's count down our semifinalists. Savage Octagon number 5 on the left, Pangolin number 1 on the right. In 3, 2, 1, pills! Away we go. Doesn't work as well as Bucco works, but thank you.
We're trying.
Thanks, more.
He's
No,
trying.
don't
He's
apologize,
trying.
Morlando. We love you. Thanks for coming out. Morlando, one of our sacrificial lambs in the qualifiers today. Thank you for coming out. And perennial Tetris player, big fan of Retro World Expo, local to the Connecticut area, UConn graduate. So early on, Pangolin, number 1 seed, up 49-51. Piece of trash on Savage's column 4. That's going to be an issue, King.
Yeah, certainly. But, you mentioned here, Bidwell, this is a tough matchup between the two. Anybody's ball game. This can go either way. This is not going to be an easy one for either of the players. Savage, certainly, mentioning before, speedrun strats help quite a bit in being able to quickly move the pieces around and take the viruses down.
And Savage is out of trouble, expertly getting the entire stack down, not just the problematic stack in column 4. So she might say that her versus game is lacking, but you can see that she can get out of bad situations and improvise with the best.
Lovely burn at the top there for Savage. And
and the fortunate trash there to get rid of the column 4 issue for good.
Yeah.
And look, she's setting up the quad, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, like a cascading waterfall.
Oh, Savage.
That's a Zen garden combo right there. Just watching that go all the way down like that. And that lead has shrunk down to just 5 viruses.
No, certainly. This is an interesting watch here. You can see the technique and you see the brilliant play and the foresight from both players, Bidwell, to be able to, deal with the garbage that comes down and, adjust with the issues at hand. So you really love to see it.
Look at this. Another triple combo for Savage. If she gets a double red, that'd be tremendous. But in this game, King, the RNG does not give you very many double pieces. They come half as often as the multicolor pieces.
I've heard it can be a little brutal.
So if you're waiting for that one piece to finish a combo in versus play, you sometimes need to just improvise with what you got rather than getting that first ideal piece.
So Savage sitting at 29 viruses, Pangolin at 18 viruses, now down to 17. So certainly speed game going to have to be effective for Savage to try to chase a little bit and cut that deficit quickly. But looks like, according to the board state, Pangolin in a good spot here, Bidwell.
And look at how quickly she's melted away these viruses. She's down to her last 15 and barely any trash on her board. Savage still in this, though. If she can set up a nice combo rain and a stun lock, you see how long these pieces take to get all the way to the bottom, King. This blue guy on the left, it's going to take an entire 4 seconds to get to the bottom. That is a lot of time that Savage can use to set up yet another combo and stack them together.
Exactly, and you can see that she's done a nice job of cleaning up the left side now, but still down quickly. 2 viruses eliminated
and a triple from Pangolin. Yeah, wow.
So even though those dirty pieces falling, Bidwell, it's 8-22. So Pangolin has some time to, not have to rush too much.
But the winner of this tournament will get a spot in our immunity pool in Columbus, Ohio. Pangolin has already earned her spot there, as is Leviticus, 2 of our top 4 players. But it would be for naught for you to not try and you won't get 2 spots, but why not claim the double title? Baird has already done that earlier this season, so Pangolin down to her last 2, but they're covered in trash. Savage trying to come up with combos to finish it off, and that triple will definitely help, although Pangolin's now free and clear. Needs 2 red halves to finish out this board. There is 1, and there is 2. Pangolin takes game number 1.
All right, GG's there. Nicely done for players.
Into game 2. Very clean games, though. There was some trash going back and forth, but you could see the speed prowess of both players. That's why the boards were cleared so quickly on both sides, to be honest. Savage with the early advantage on the combos, King. Yeah, look at this formation into the tee. Like you see those develop, and it's like it's a thing of beauty when, especially when you're not expecting it.
No, certainly worthy of a number 1 seed, and you can see quickly burns are happening right now. Virus counts still pretty negligible.
So Savage's issue is on column 8. There's that one little red half sitting there. So the one play is to just let it go and then work from underneath to get the blue virus, or try to get it horizontally, but that requires building up a scaffold, which might bring in extra trash on the board. So the way Savage is playing, I would suspect she's going to work from underneath, but plenty of time to see. While Pangolin, she's kind of swimming in the middle of her board right now.
Yeah, certainly can change the drop of a hat, but this is exactly what you mentioned, Bidwell. Got to take advantage of the stall here on the right for the number 1 seed. 29 virus to 39. It's a nice 10 virus lead, but set up some nice combos and get the pieces going.
If Savage just takes this crown, I never want to hear her say that she doesn't have a chance ever again.
Yeah, well,
never.
Could be kind of like a reverse psychology type of thing, right, Bidwell?
There's too much of that Jeff Moore stuff. Oh, it's all downhill from here. Come on, come on. I know we're all nice around here, but you have some confidence in yourself.
Savage getting a scolding by the director of Dr. Mario.
It's out of love. We love Savage. 24-29. The lead has shrunk just a little bit. Now Penguin's kind of getting into that groove finally after she got past that first thing. So Savage is going to leave that blue virus on column 8 by itself. And look at this combo king.
Oh, my God.
Right down.
Tremendous.
Just a nice, brisk cascade. Minimal drop time with that.
It's interesting to see it when you're watching this game, Bidwell, from a different perspective like myself, how quickly, the virus lead was about a difference of 10. Now it's in favor of Pangolin by 4. So how quick the tide has turned.
Look at that trash into the cross combo for Savage.
Wow.
19-19. Evenly matched here.
As you expect in a semifinal of this caliber.
Savage just has combos set up all over the board. Lots of options. Pretty much any pill can make a combo. Like so. Pangolin near the bottom, down, playing her end game. Now sometimes in the end game, King, you might have a really good board except for one virus that's covered with several different color pills on top. So it's real important to try to keep everything moderately clean at the very worst, so that you can finish out that round, because neither of these players are going to top out. It's going to be a race to who clears their board out first, not a top-out situation.
Yeah, most certainly.
13-14. Now look at this. Trash is going to make an L for Savage, down to 11-11.
Beautiful setup there for Savage to clear. Now it's just a matter of trying to get the right piece sequence to be able to burn this away. 9-10, Bidwell. This is a horse race.
Here we go. I almost saw Pangolin smile. She is pretty brutal.
Oh, you got to have that game face on.
Exactly.
No fooling around, especially when Savage is looking to try to steal this game number 2 and tie it up.
Watch this from Savage. Oh, okay. Fred safety clear. 8-9. Savage with the virus lead, but I like the board health slightly better on Pangolin's board. Evenly matched either way. As we come down to our end game, which I was describing earlier, it's not just getting down to 0, it's how you get down to 0 and how quickly you can get to 0. And watch this combo from Savage Octagon. Oh my goodness, look at all this, just melts away.
What a combo.
5-5 in the trash, covers up Pangolin's plans. Savage is free and clear. She's gonna have to build up to that blue virus on column 8. And trash, oh, she's down.
Uh-oh.
Pangolin's down to her last 2. Who's going to get the piles when they need them? Pangolin's going to take it. Oh, my goodness. What a finish.
That garbage towards the end for Savage. She knew it on her face. She told you, man, what a time for that to hit. That ended up stalling and gave Pangolin the chance to clear.
We were talking about that virus in column 8 at the very beginning, and that was the difference. Building up or building sideways is just slower, and those microseconds were the difference in that game too. 1-0. Pangolin on the precipice of going to her second straight finals.
That right side, kind of an interesting situation with that yellow.
She needs a red pill on that column 6. If Savage could drop a garbage piece there, okay.
There we go.
Pangolin gets out of the danger zone. Savage could use a double yellow right now. Just going to work it out that way.
Man, Bidwell, this is pretty intense. I'm watching this, you know.
Really, high-end Dr. Mario is just such a, like, you can still follow it. Maybe you don't see the solutions the players coming up with it, but once they get there and unlock it, then you're like, oh, wow, it's so cool.
Absolutely, yeah. Now you got quite a hush on the crowd here because they're just mesmerized as watching the pills drop and the placements being made by these two stars.
And Savage is taking a commanding 30-41 lead here. Pangolin still swimming near that top line.
Yeah,
She's in danger of topping out as Savage can combo effectively.
Yeah.
Although Savage now in trouble with that column 3. If she mistaps to the left, she could get a quick game over. She gets out of danger.
Nicely done.
We saw that earlier with Sazzy when she was cruising.
Correct.
And then one missed drop, the game pretty much instantly ends, kind of like Game Boy Tetris.
But Savage knows that, you know, no lead is safe when you're playing against Pangolin, number 1
she
seed.
knows.
Oh, wow, the red getting over to that left side.
She knows her limitations in dash, so the players intuitively know what they can and can't do. We do see some players tap like Barrett who try to overcome those speed differences, but that technique hasn't really taken hold yet in the Dr. Mario scene, but there is obvious advantages to that if you're in a high board situation especially. But the name of the game in this is down pressing, so that's more important than the lateral movement. Look at this column.
Look at that. Look at them flow. Wow.
With the, yeah, I did that. Look at me.
Did I see a fist pump too from Savage?
A little bit. She's a head 8 though. She isn't too full of herself. She knows. We saw what happened with Pangolin when she was behind in that previous match.
Yeah.
And
there you go. Like, come on now.
As a speed player, she doesn't have to deal with that too much. So those delays really can get into your groove.
Yeah, and then of course that blue just dropped on top of the yellow, not favorable. Handling like a pro, Bidwell, 15-18, very quickly.
Yeah.
It's turned again in favor of Pangolin now, just only 3-4 viruses behind.
But the board state is much better than Savage's board. Column 8 is a mess for Pangolin. So Pangolin's gonna play some horizontal play to knock this down a bit. She's probably gonna look for something horizontal in that column 8 to knock out the yellow virus. But then the trash is still gonna follow her to the bottom. So Savage now down to her final 3. End game is important, King.
Yeah, certainly. You want to be able to just close it out here and get on the board.
The worst place for that yellow pill half on column 2 for Savage. That gives Pangolin a little bit of an opening. But watch that Salal from Savage Octagon.
Tremendous.
This double yellow.
That's world-class play right there,
And
Bidwell.
one right away. This is top play endgame. She puts the umbrella over column 2.
Wow.
In case a piece of trash fell.
Tremendous job. That is world-class play right there. Savage stays alive. It's 2-1. We'll go to a game 4. It's
right
pivotal.
Into it, babe.
No give-me's there, but well, you know, that key for Savage, start out hot. Try to get that speed game in your favor, because you can see getting the distance ahead of Pangolin has made a difference.
Yeah.
And easily, technically, Bidwell, this could have been a 2-1 in favor of Savage had it been that.
Yeah, those microseconds. I mean, that's how close this match is. This could be the game-defining win in Savage Octagon's versus career if she can come back. But Pangolin is going to have something to say about that.
Ooh, that blue. Oh, that move.
Wow.
Oh, Savage.
Oh, right into column 5, the perfect place for that trash.
Oh,
Pangolin
my word.
in serious trouble here, but watch this, King. Gets rid of it into a combo to get out of trouble for Pangolin, but she's behind 4 viruses. But a fairly clean board, a double yellow pill would clear out that right side real quick.
Stunning play from both, Bidwell. That is tremendous to watch.
It's a slow motion fighting game, King. I mean, they play for a good 5 to 10 minutes at a time. So you got to keep your concentration and A game up that entire time, because if you let your guard down, a top player will come all the way back. Now, column 8's going to be an issue for Pangolin.
And again, Savage quickly extending a lead here that fast. 11 viruses.
My unbiased opinion, I think we all want a decider here, but let's see how this plays out. And again, column 8. Column 8's and column 1s. That's, if you can get trash there, that won't top your opponent out, but it'll make the end game more brutal. So if you want to top your opponent out, then the columns 3 and 4 in the middle, or 4 and 5. I could count.
It's one of those.
One of those numbers.
4 and 5 are next to each other. You can interchange them.
Savage had trouble for just a moment, cleared it out. Gets out of trouble. Both players now, their column 8s, both are terrible. So this could be one of those slugfests. Horizontal play and moving up from the bottom play way slower. And that might have been a misdrop from Pangolin. Once a red there, makes a combo. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
King. Nice solution. Both players out of danger and column 8.
Still in favor of Savage at the moment. 23 viruses to 31. About a 7 virus lead now after another virus killed on Pangolin's side. Bidwell, man, this has been what a great match this has been. Both of them have been going at it toe-to-toe. This is exactly what you want to watch. And this is only semifinal number 1. We got a good one coming up right after this.
Yeah, Leviticus coming back here soon, the Texas winner. Glad to introduce you to the world of Dr. Mario with top-notch competitors. No Marts is here, man.
Yeah, definitely not.
We love Marts, but you deserve a little bit better.
Monsieur Beware, come on, man.
10 virus lead for Savage, but board states. Look at this nice triple from Pangolin. And just that delay, it just messes with you, mentally too. It's so frustrating to wait for this piece to come all the way down.
Yeah, certainly. Especially as you mentioned, when you're playing online at home and the speed running game, it's certainly a different game.
Savage making umbrellas or making a misdrop on columns 1 and 2. He's not going to top her out, but it's going to be something to deal with as Pangolin is shrinking that lead. Now it's 20-17, and you can see here with no combos falling on her board, she's just snapping those pieces down one after another. 19-16. Savage looking to extend this to a decider. Pangolin looking to punch her ticket to the finals. 19-14, King.
This is hot and heavy action, man. This is really good. This is the reason why I stuck around. I needed to see this, man. This is exciting. Bidwell, you've always said Dr. Mario is the hottest game, baby. You got to watch, and you're absolutely right. I love it. Look at that, 11-13 now. Bidwell, another close finish on the horizon.
Both board states are pretty even, King. You can see a lot of triple pill formations, which means the combos are ready to be fired upon if the pills agree, just like this from Savage.
Very nice. Savage 9, Pangolin 10.
Just so close, and now it's going to be a bit of a slugfest getting down to the bottom here. Oh, look at this combo clear from Pangolin, but it's not going to get the horizontal. But she's down to her final 7-6, King.
Oh my word!
But Savage at the top there, that might be a small advantage if any trash falls in a column 1 like that. It's just a brief quarter second. Pangolin needs yellow pills and pretty much yellow pills only. She's down to her final 5. Savage is going to get, doesn't take out the yellows there.
There's blue coming in.
With it.
There's blue coming in.
Oh, and that's going to be it. Pangolin goes to the finals.
Oh, my word. Just like that, Bidwell. How fast was that ending?
I was watching Savage's board,
and
poof.
And
they both just leave the stage immediately.
And like, no, we got to get out of here. We're done. Oh, my word. What a finish. That was tremendous job.
We'll get
my
our brackets
word.
here fixed here in a moment, but next up on stage, our semifinal number 2, Rob Burrito versus Leviticus. All right, Hartford, Retro World Expo, our semifinal number 2, Rob Burrito, number 3 seed, versus our Texas Regional final, everybody's favorite Canadian, at least for today, number 2, Leviticus. What's this about? Let's count this down in 3, 2, 1, pills.
Bidwell, you're just trying to Get a Blame Canada reference going on. How dare you?
I enjoy myself a nice Canada accent. But early on here, Leviticus in trouble, needs something red in column 3, gets it. But he's not out of trouble yet with column 5 lingering there. A double yellow would be the perfect piece to solve that. Rob Burrito can take advantage if he can pour on the combos. Leviticus does get out of that issue. But Rob Burrito with the early 51-56 lead. But right now, Leviticus is just trying to survive before he can go into attack mode.
I mean, as we saw in the first semifinal, Bidwell, is that, you can get out to a good virus lead, but if a player of a skill level like Leviticus can, get things calmed down, certainly can get out of it. And what a beautiful burn sequence there on that right side, Bidwell.
But look at this lead, 52-42. But column 6 for Rob Burrito, if that isn't solved properly, could cut off his right side. But you can see Leviticus, now he's already halfway down the board. That is the expert player he is, King. He solves problems.
Yeah, you don't run regionals just by having sheer luck. You got to have the skill to back it up, and that's what you're getting. This 2-3 matchup, Bidwell, is certainly a 2-3 matchup you could see maybe at the World Championship. That's the high level that these players play at.
Leviticus already in the immunity pool in Columbus, so he's playing for pride in that nutmeg trophy.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And you can see here he has basically tied it up again. But Rob making combos. Just the intensity on their faces. That's why we have the player cams.
Oh yeah, no, Bidwell. You got to enjoy that. You can see they're locked in, focused. Neither one are giving an inch away in this match, especially best of 5. Bidwell, it's always good to see best of 5, but I feel like Dr. Mario best of 5 is so quick,
Yeah,
giving one game away is almost like having a best of 3.
For sure. I mean, when you have those quick top-out games, like you can see, but then you can have the slog fests that can last, 7-8 minutes. But this one, they seem to be cutting through the middle portions of their board, both players pretty efficiently. But you'll start to see the combos taking longer to get to the bottom of the board, so the end games kind of get extended. It's almost like a basketball game when the coaches use all their timeouts in the last 15 seconds, extending that out to 20 minutes or so. Leviticus is taking the lead 25-24, so it's basically a tie game. Rob Burrito's issue is column 1. Meanwhile, Leviticus is melting away his problems.
Well, the drop there, not too favorable, but certainly player of Leviticus' stature can work around that.
Leviticus has nowhere really he has no red access at this point, King. So if you get any red pill halves, there's really no great place to put any of it. And you see this pill taking the entire 4 seconds to reach the bottom of that board. Rob Burrito throwing on the combos, adding the cinnamon twists.
Is that more Dr. Mario terminology?
Well, I mean, it's combo talk,
Well, you seem like you'd like a cinnamon twist along with a lemonade.
A few. But I would never go to that one particular fast food joint. I would go to Rob Burrito's if I lived in Pennsylvania.
Oh, cheap plug there. We love it.
Not cheap. Rob paid dearly for that. He doesn't like the jokes now, though, King. He's ahead 11-16, trying to finish this out. Leviticus has a nice, clean board, but it's pretty much blue viruses beyond the horizon. There's nothing but blues, and any piece that's not a blue is just going to slow Leviticus down. Very close game here in our semifinal number 2.
Yeah, no, both semifinals. The first one was outstanding. This one getting off to a great start. Very close.
Column 1 could be the finisher decider for Rob Burrito because he's going to have to work up to get to those blue viruses. Leviticus clearing him down to his final 7. It's 7-8, King.
Man, just watching that garbage flow so slow. Really can play a factor, especially at this end game.
And games like Puyo Puyo, the garbage falls instantly, and it's almost like modern Tetris where it's too fast to watch. I think the slow garbage makes it like more enjoyable and easier to see what's going on for a new viewer.
No, exactly. And like you mentioned, since we have the cams on, you can see the faces and the reactions of players. It just emphasizes. Yeah, it emphasizes even more. Come on. Get down there. Let's go.
It's 4-7. I think I like Leviticus's board slightly more. That yellow drop is going to help Leviticus. He's going to clear this out horizontally, it looks, but he's going to make a nice combo with this.
Wow.
Down to his last 6, King. And Rob's like, darn it. The board health is deteriorating for Rob Burrito. He needs to figure out combos now because Leviticus is mostly clear. Now Leviticus is taking the lead down to his final 3, down to his final 2.
It's a matter of the helpful RNG
One
to come
more red
through.
piece.
Garbage will slow
There's
things
the
down.
combo. The stun lock is real. The stun lock is real. Needs a red piece. Is still not getting it. There, he finally gets it. Wow, what a game 1.
You heard the crowd there. Bidwell was saying, "Where's the red piece? Where's the red piece?" Almost akin to Tetris. Where's the long bar? Can't get it, but you got it there.
We know the feelings. RNG on the NES, man.
Brutal.
Into game 2.
All right, so Leviticus, game number 1 victory there. That was a nice, fun one, Bidwell. We're seeing your high-level Dr. Mario play going on. This is what we want. Great turnout here in Hartford, Connecticut for this one. Some top-tier players joining Bidwell. I think the future's bright here in Connecticut.
For sure. We have such the cast of characters here that come out to these things. Rob Burrito, obviously the Mexican food mogul. You have Leviticus. I don't know what he does for a living, but he's Canadian, so that's interesting enough.
Oh, I thought you were going to be, saying maple syrup making.
Yeah, Tim Hortons or something. But
of course,
we're in Duncan country. I can't say that.
No.
Morlando knows. But Leviticus with the early lead here. And that yellow piece of trash is the biggest gift you'll ever get.
Oh, my word.
You can keep your free burrito. I'll take that red trash all day.
Even Leviticus was like, whoa, that is a gift. Thank you. Early on, Bidwell, Leviticus has the lead, 41-48.
Yep. And then you can look at our speed indicators too. So the speed goes up 1 point every 10 pills. And on the bottom right, you'll see our speed guide relative to Nintendo Tetris. Higher is faster, obviously, but it doesn't get out of control until you get into the 60s. Then things get real spicy. But we haven't really seen an extended game like that happen today, but I suspect we will before our session is out. Leviticus with the lead, but I think board states are pretty even. In fact, I think there's more trash on Leviticus's board. But you know what good players do with Trash King?
What are they doing, Bidwell?
They make trash aid.
Oh, wow.
Like this. Look at this cross into a drop.
Excellent plays being made. Oh, wow. Wow, what a move by Leviticus.
And
you're seeing the real beauty, Bidwell, of this game where, just the mindset and the thoughtfulness of the placements being made by your top tier players. It is so beautiful to watch.
I mean, in the Tetris scene, it's more of a Zen game. The pieces come to you. It's maneuvering it. It's overcoming their speed. And this, you create your own speed. You got to be on the down press. You have to make your decision quickly. If you just let those pieces fall or overthink your moves, your opponent will pass you up. 34-30. Real close game 2 here. Leviticus getting spicy here. He has no access to Virus's King. He's going to have to make combos with his trash pieces. And Rob Burrito is going to make a combo out of Virus clears, so he's taking a commanding lead by 11 Viruses.
Yeah, certainly. But, I mean, look at that cleanup from the right side on Leviticus there. Just was a bunch of combos burned. Help bring this down a little bit. Now maybe can start chipping away.
Rob Burrito shaking his head. He's in the lead, but you wouldn't know it from his facial expressions.
Swan was appreciating that placement from Leviticus over on the 7 column during that whole sequence.
Yeah, tapping's a thing. I think Leviticus, he's sort of tapping, not on the table, like a hardcore tapper, but getting that extra maneuverability left and right, especially high up on the board, is a critical component if you can manage it.
And look how quickly those placements were made by Leviticus.
Yeah.
Just like quickly, as the pills are dropping, just the placements being made. I mean, I couldn't even see them.
Perfect placement of that red trash for him. Rob Burrito over to Leviticus. Nicely done again with the get to the column 7 at these higher speeds. Speed's 46. So we've past level 9 Tetris speed. Oh, a little. And Rob Burrito's board is deteriorating now.
I was going to say some cheeky placement is required now for Rob. You see, there's the dash shaking head. Bidwell, like you've seen that how many times when we're watching Classic Tetris, and now you kind of.
Ooh, Rob!
Oh, Rob!
Left side cut off.
That's trouble.
This is flipped in an instant. He's still ahead by 10, but he has nothing clear. This is survival mode now.
What can he do here, Bidwell? This is tough.
He can undertuck a red here. Oh, and that's even cut off. My goodness, King. And just like that,
wow.
Love just knocks out Rob. Wow.
What a time for that to happen. Oh, my word.
Match point for Leviticus.
Looking for the knockout blow right now, Bidwell.
And he's feeling it. Look how quickly he's snapping those pieces down. You get that perfect timing when the piece enters the screen, and then you're down pressing right at that exact moment. But Rob expertly gets that trash in column 7. And another one. I mean, you don't really get to choose your RNG and where the trash goes, but you take it when you can get it. And we got pro wrestlers walking behind us like it's, their area, and it's not.
I mean, you want to go one-on-one with
No,
the great
not
one there,
really.
Bidwell? You can take him. I know
Yeah,
you can.
I mean, even the odds with the chair.
Get in the mandible claw if you like.
Yep. 43-45. I like Leviticus's. No, I don't like Leviticus' board. I like Rob's board better. But we saw what happened last time, King. Look at this interesting combo from Leviticus. Kind of the under timber there. He cut the tree from a top, and then the tree fell on top of the other piece for the combo. Rob falling behind now. Man, when Rob's feeling it, he's joking around.
Oh,
no.
no. That's trouble.
Yeah, when he's facing a player like Leviticus, it's all business, and he's feeling it now. He's fighting for that tournament life.
Good burn there to maybe bring that a little bit down. But what can you do with that left side, Bidwell?
Oh, Lev, look at this tremendous clear from Leviticus.
Oh, that red.
Rob getting it down one level at a time horizontally. Can he get something to the left? To get blue piece to the left, can knock it down another one. And he can't get it, and Leviticus is into the finals. GG's Rob Burrito. We will see you in Columbus as well. And we're going to have a repeat winner here. We're going to have our Philly champion Pangolin and our Texas champion Leviticus in the finals in about 5 or so minutes.
They're going to play for all the nutmeg, Bidwell.
All the nutmeg, baby.
All the nutmeg you can sprinkle.